Hello everyone, and welcome to this trailer analysis for Kirby for Switch. Now, there isn't too much to this trailer, so this should be relatively short. I'm your host, Radmots.
I'm WhiteSpikyDragon.
And yes, we got this video straight off of Nintendo's own official channel with the trailer, so make sure that you go and check out that trailer. Links in the description. Make sure you like their video. Make sure you subscribe to Nintendo's channel. And, yep, that's about it. So let's get this underway.
Let's go.
Times you need a hero. A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero with an insatiable appetite.
Now, of course, that was all just flavour, but here we start out with the actual
As you can see, the
heads-up
graphics are
display.
sublime.
Yeah, really good. So here's Kirby's new design here. We've got the lives and counters up there. Very circular things. He's very Kirby-ish graphics. All what you'd expect from Kirby.
See the sword
ability, as we all have seen. So here's a new-ish ability called Cleaning. Cleaning did appear in, I believe, Kirby Dream Land 2 or 3.
Oh, really?
I think it might have been called Mop ability, or maybe it was called Cleaning. But anyway, as a reference to that, I think this was one of his helpers from the game. I haven't actually played it myself. I just know of this. But that seems to be the dash attack. And, you know, it seems to be quite a melee-based ability. So water makes its return, its dramatic return. Now, here we come on to the
helping mechanic.
Yep, helpers mechanic. So, making a return from Superstar, Ultra, and Superstar is the helpers mechanic. So, Kirby takes out a big heart, throws it over to this Sir Kibble, which has a small heart over him.
And we can see
that the moment he does, he gets this cutter hat, and he joins in as a helper. Now, if I can just rewind this a tad, you can see that
only certain people may have.
So the heart only appeared when Kirby took out his big heart.
Most likely, only the people that you can
have copy abilities.
Copy abilities.
But if you pay close attention to the life counter, you'll notice nothing happens to the life counter. So I think the most likely thing that's going to happen with helpers in this game is that if you die, you're going to need Kirby to find another enemy to throw his heart onto, rather than just taking a life from the counter, or even him using his copy ability. Though I think because they've got the copy hats on, I think they might be able to be inhaled and get the ability back. So we see it in use another time here.
So we can
with
store
Peppy
up
Bros
to
Jr.
we can have three helpers.
Three helpers. And you see
Kirby,
he gets the famous Princess Bomber hat. Same thing happens to Burning Leo. And now they're all fighting enemies, which is just lovely. So it seems that certain abilities you can have a heart appear, and then one of your friends will notice and add his power to yours. So that
the return
of
the combinations.
So combination abilities have been in quite a few Kirby games. This fire sword was in Kirby 64. Well, it was a bit bigger, and also in Squeak Squad or Mouse Attack, whichever you prefer the name for. Where you mix two abilities together in Kirby's stomach. So that's an interesting return to it. As you can see, the power of it is immense. It can burn through all the grass. There'll certainly be lots of new puzzles to be solved using these mechanics. Water Mom's another thing. And thanks to this, there might be a kind of elemental system, do you think?
Perhaps.
Where certain elements do more damage, and, you know, Kirby
as we can see by the people there.
Oh yeah, just scan it back a little bit there, Spiky.
They have flame shields or something.
And Kirby's water bomb just decimates it. So here, Rock and Frost makes
the most OP power in the game.
The Puck, which did actually feature in Kirby 64. Ice and Stone.
Rock. The Rock is completely OP. Now,
that's an interesting idea. Would Stone, if Kirby had Ice and Stone got put on, would he get the same thing? Or will he get a stony version of Ice? Because this is an icy version of Stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Flame. Would Flame plus a sword be the same flamey sword, or would it be a swordy flame? If that makes any sense. But as you can see, it may just be for a short amount of time, because our ability hasn't changed here. It's still Stone. So whether it's just the element changing or it's a one-use thing, So we see our squad having adventures here. And here's the first instance in this trailer that 2P appeared as opposed to CP.
Yeah.
CP obviously standing for
Computer
player. So obviously you can join in with your friends. I guess just one of those little Switch
So we
sets.
can both...
Yeah, it'll be a great playthrough, that's for sure. So Parasol Waddle Dee. Now, the heart appeared again, which implies that it's another friend power or helper power, as opposed to something he'd naturally do. Now, here's another really interesting thing. This might just be a bonus level, or bonus part of the level, or something that you can only get in certain segments of the level, but all 4 of them combine into this wheel,
Yes.
which is ever so cute. And here we get the world map, which, well, what I assume to be the world map. Now, these might be individual stages, or they could be entire worlds. But as you can see, there's branching paths.
I think they're individual stages because of the fact that...
Yeah, we've got rocks.
There would be a bonus...
Yeah, that could be a bonus, but I think this is also a bonus over here, whether it just hasn't been unlocked
But
yet.
if it was, then, unlike in normal Kirby games, where the worlds are completely different, we would have a plains...
Yeah.
and a forest.
It certainly looks interesting. And here comes Wispy Woods again. We also get to see 2 little extra things here. We've got Wester. Well, you'll see his name in a bit. And we also get Waterhammer. And his Wispy. Good old Wispy. So there's Wester.
Oh, 4-player.
4-player action. Hammer's interestingly got water on it, though none of these abilities are water. So
Does that
how did we
mean-
get Water Hammer? Does it mean that Parasol, since it's kind of a water-inclined element, water-inclined power, could be stacked onto Hammer to give it water?
But would that...
And
But there is
as
a
you can see,
water
there's-
ability, so would that just... Would they do the same thing?
Certainly, there's a lot of extra things to think about here.
But that is the
I
end...
wouldn't say that's it. I just want to go into a little more detail about.
Oh.
Can I just go back
Yes.
to the wheel, because I think it's really interesting to think about when this is actually going to take place, because if it's optional, fine, but if it's not optional,
Could this
you'd
be
have to get
the-
3 helpers beforehand.
Could this be the bonus thing?
It could be the bonus thing. That's an interesting idea.
The red
But
and
of course
purple?
something I just noticed. Look, this Burning Leo is yellow, but take a look at his colour. The one we had before was green. If we can scan back here to about, I think, there. Yeah, if you're just willing to wait a minute while Kirby gets on with it. So yeah, he turns slightly yellow. Poppy Brothers should turn slightly blue. Yeah, he did. And Burning Leo turns green. So that's how it's going to keep track of your players. So it'll keep track in that way. And similarly enough, these guys are all coloured with their various colours. But I think the 2 biggest things to think about are the hats our helpers have, as well as Kirby's water hammer, despite not having a water helper. I mean, we saw throughout the trailer, to say, the flame sword right here, we had Burning Leo stacking
Does
his
that
flame
mean
onto-
even if after they die, you can still keep it?
That's an interesting thought, and I think it is entirely possible. And along with the hats, I think we might be bringing back the whole throwing hats onto, because in Superstar you could Kirby could take off his hat and throw it at his helper to transform that helper into that ability. Whereas he could also eat his helper to gain his ability back. So I think it's most likely going to be one of those.
Yes. Kirby.
Yeah,
Wow.
no name just yet. 2018, very interesting time of year. It seems to be God of War 4 and all those other lovely games coming out in 2018.
Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter World, yeah. What about Yoshi?
Oh, Yoshi.
But that's about it. Thanks so very much for watching.
Thank you.
Make sure to check the link in the description so you can go to this trailer and watch it for yourself. If you've found anything else that's interesting about the trailer, please drop a comment and let's discuss it, because there seems to be lots of new interesting mechanics coming out in games this E3. Like and share the video if you want to. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. There's lots of lovely Let's Plays, and I'm also willing to do challenge runs if you've got any suggestions for them. But yes, make sure to check the link in the description for Nintendo's trailer. Like and share the video of the trailer. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching.